Luffy Year 5 review or talk, something like that. What is the core of Luffy's powers? If you study the stuff that I've been studying or showing in the videos, it's so clear, dude. I mean, the heart pumping, the imagination is referring to the awakening, the dying first, and then awakening the powers. Dude, that's how Oda has bring this creation to life. Think about the beginning of One Piece, and think how it is now. The whole grand heart that it is now. It's so big, and it's all based in one thing: Oda's imagination. Isn't that powerful? It is. It's super powerful. And do you know what is powerful? Even more powerful is that we all got these powers. That's what Occult is about. That's what is spiritualism and spirituality and whatever. True spirituality is all about this. It's all about what you're seeing in the anime, in the manga, and so many other places. If you know what you are looking at, that's what it is. It's so crazy to me. I've been watching this series forever, since I didn't know anything, and I don't know much either now, but I know a little bit more, and I can see it. It's so crazy that he just could fuse this into the anime, in the manga. It's his power. It's like he's putting the protagonist with his own power. His own power, Luffy's awakening power, is Oda's power. This is the whole thing. He just developed his imagination since he was a kid, and he kept developing, and it achieved this peak. His peak is right now. It's nowadays. His peak is just crazy. And it took him so many years of training and keep practicing his abilities and drawing and creatively producing the manga and the story and all that. He was just practicing that. If you know a little bit about how he works, look at how he creates the characters in the manga or in the story. It's crazy. It's like he said that he uses a different method than normally used. Their characters, he gives it full characteristics. He makes them up, like all the details, height, weight, all the different characteristics, and then in his imagination the character comes to life every week, or all this time that he has been doing this. He's so trained, his mind, that he just has to come up with a good character and give him all full details the most he can, and then suddenly every week, not suddenly, but with work, he's trained his mind, his imagination, he's trained that skill to such heights that everything comes alive in his own imagination, and that's how he writes his story. This story that you have been watching all these years developed all in his imagination. You see how powerful his imagination is compared to a regular person. His imagination is off the charts. He can think of the One Piece world, man. It's insane. It's insane. That masterpiece, that is the story, the characters, all that world is fooled by his interest in history, his studies, and inspirations and all that. But combined with the imagination, dude, it's just insane. And the fact that he puts that into Luffy itself, it's very good. It's very good. It only comes from a genius. He trained his mind to the point that he became a genius. He kept working like the old and the new masters do. They keep working and working and working. They are like obsessed with their work, and Oda is obsessed with his work since he started. So that's my talk about all this. It's so crazy, man. The stuff that I've been talking about in the videos, that you can direct reality and with emotions and thoughts and imagination. These emotions and thoughts just kindle imagination. So and the real effects on the world, you will see, man, in the new episodes. It's clearly there. And remember, when you are seeing Luffy doing all that, remember, there's a base of reality to this. We don't notice. Most of people don't notice, but it's there. It's in our world. It's real. It's we do that. We don't realize. We don't pay attention. But like many people that have meditated, people that took some time to check themselves and check reality, they come up to this with these ideas. That's where Oda get his ideas. If you pay close attention to his work, he really studies all the world's history and even the most controversial, and he has peak in everything. He has picked at everything. He has sneak on all the stuff. I know this. I've seen interviews and stuff, and it's crazy. It's really crazy, and he proves that with his work and with what it shows in the story. I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. The fact that if it were a few years ago, I would just, wow, that's so cool, man, nice powers and stuff. But now that I know a lot of the neuroscience and the old teachings and all that, it's all there, man. The guy just studied a lot, all these years he studied, and he put everything he studied into the anime, into the manga, into the story. It's all there, man. It's all there. It's like a Star Wars movie. It's like they got all the motives, all the ancient motives, the ancient stories, and they are ancient, but they are also very present. Because what is the common thing into all these stories, the real stories in our world, in the stories of One Piece? They are all based in one thing: human beings. It's all based on the same thing. Everything revolves around human beings. So, if you have a story that is based on human beings, of course it's related to you. Of course it has some resemblance to you. Star Wars is based on an ancient texts that were about real people, human beings, and it was different times, different consciousness, different stuff happening, but they were human beings. You are capable of all that. I mean, not exactly as you see in the movies, but a lot closer than you think. That's just the secret or something. It's no secret, man. It's everywhere if you pay attention. So there's my rant about. I wanted to do this video for a long time, but I don't know. I didn't want to record it for some reason. I don't know. But the Gear 5, I knew about it from the manga, but now that it came out on the anime, it's just I can't hold myself. It's just I had to put this idea out because I'm not the only one seeing the thing, but it's really there. Imagination is much more than you can imagine. Allah, it's a good one, but that's the truth. Imagination is the fabric of reality. That's how people that know their stuff do what they do. And as you see, that's how Luffy is going to do it. That's how Eiichiro Oda, the author of the manga and the story, is doing it. He has been doing it. And he just tapped, as a kid, he just tapped into one of the most fundamental powers of the human being. And he trained it so hard for so much time that he's just a master. He's a master of one of the fundamental forces in the human being. The stronger your imagination is, your sense of imagination, and if you can apply it, it's crazy. Alright, stay connected. Let's go.